talk about now? I was thinking about this today.
Oh Lord.
Do we talk about the bad thing first, and then have Mandalorian as a palate cleanse?
What's the bad thing?
Transformers.
Oh.
Do we talk about Transformers first?
I'm happy to talk about Transformers
and then Mandalorian is the reward. As one of my favorite podcasts, apart from our own, likes to start when they talk about a movie. They say, "What do you think the story was?" So that's the same question I ask you, Lawrence. What was the story of Revenge of the Fallen?
That's a question you should ask yourself, Megatron. G1 fans, you'll get that. I don't know what the story of that pile is. Right. Folks, if anybody out there wants to watch the Transformers films, okay, here's my hot take. Ready for controversy? Because it's not going to be controversy, this is fact. Bumblebee. Bumblebee, amazing.
It's the best
First
one.
Transformers, pretty good. The rest.
Is Revenge of the Fallen the one I was watching on TV and I sent a picture of?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
that one, yeah.
This film is f***ing
It is. It's awful.
I was sitting down, so it was Sunday, and I'm sitting down with my brother and my girlfriend, and I love to watch films with them. And I was scrolling through, and I see Revenge of the Fallen. I'm like, oh, this will be fun. I want to take a picture for Lawrence and show him watching Transformers. I put it on, and no word of a lie, I did say this in chat, I left it on for 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, I saw this droid. Oh, we can change SAD. I can be an Autobot. And then it's like...
I can change your size too, warrior goddess.
Exactly. And then I changed it. I have not felt that level of cringe in so long that I physically had to change the TV or leave the room. Yeah. It was so cringe. Like, why does an Autobot Decepticon need to hump Megan's leg?
Name's Wheelie. Yeah. Say my name.
Within like the first 2 minutes of it, I was reminded about how bad it was. When you go to Shanghai and you're like, and then the ice cream truck comes along, and you suddenly remember, oh God, these two. Oh.
For the tape, Lawrence is talking about Mudflap and Skids.
I just...
The most racist characters Polly put to film in a while.
Like you said, it's not filmed well at all. I was painfully aware of this time, how badly it's shot. And then immediately after Optimus Prime makes his first merciless kill of the film, you cut to the two dogs. Like, it's a smash cut to the two dogs that Sam has. And I suddenly remembered, oh no, they spent the entire scene trying to f*** each other.
Yep, I read that. I don't know what...
The first hour, it was like lying on a bed full of needles. There is so little redeemable about that stinking pile of dog feces of a film. The forest fight is like the only good part of it. It's the best thing in the entire series, but there's nothing else that's good. Nothing at all.
Not in the entire thing. No,
nothing.
I don't like this one as much as I thought I did. Is it the worst one out of the original 5?
No, I think the 5th is still the worst.
It's like milk. Like, when you first watch them, like, because most of us, I imagine, watched these when we were kids. I know I did.
Yeah.
And I remember watching them, and I legitimately thought these games were cool. These films were cool, because I got the games as well. I got those games where you actually transform, and, on the PS3, I think it was. I loved them. I thought they were so kind of cool. I was so excited whenever the next one was coming out. And then, like, as you get older, like milk, it begins to just sour and get worse and worse, and it just stinks. And I remember watching it on Sunday. Man, I couldn't watch much more of it. I just felt embarrassed watching it.
All throughout it, and I even said this in my review of it, I just kept thinking this is meant to be a Transformers film.
Oh,
why
God.
are we watching Sam at college? Why
Yeah.
can I not stand a single thing about this college?
That's
Leo
the
is one
problem
of the
with all of
most
these.
useless, annoying humans I've ever seen put to media in anything. Alice, what even? What even? The whole sequence where Judy is high off the brownies that the college people. Is this
Oh,
meant to be a Transformers film? Why have we? It's a film for kids. Why have we got a sequence where a fully grown woman
Where she eats
gets
pop.
high
Where she eats
brownies?
pop brownies. Yeah, pop brownies.
why are these called Transformers? Like, it's just hanging out with people and seeing their story.
Revenge of the Fallen starts that trend, particularly for Optimus, where him or most of the Transformers sort of disappear not long into the movie, and you don't see them again until like an action scene starts. Because Optimus in this, obviously, his disappearing act is that he dies. What's funny about his death is that when they drop him off at the army base, there's this sort of grand sweeping score, and it's all in reverence of him, and then they just drop him like a sack of
Can't judge Bumblebee. I didn't watch it, but these are cool Transformers films, and you don't get anything of Transformers in them. And when you do, it's for the sake of, alleviating, the boredom and the monotony of watching these, humans do evil stuff, and then, Sam trying to, ruin their plan. They look bad. They're not well written. They're not well kind of directed, like Lon said. But it just feels like when you finished watching them, you haven't got anything out of it. You just feel like, for lack of better word, as cheesy as it sounds, you feel empty. You feel, I didn't gain anything from watching this. I just watched big action.
There's a lot of nonsensical bullshit in this one as well. Like the whole busting Megatron out of the Laurentian abyss. They hype it up to be the most safeguarded place on planet Earth, and there's only one flaming submarine in the entire place. Megatron then goes to Jupiter, to the Nemesis, to meet with Starscream when he goes, "Even in death, there is no command but me," only to immediately contradict himself by bending the knee to the fallen. So, like, what was that all about? They extract all of the information they need from Sam an hour into the film in a really truly disgusting scene where they have a Decepticon go up his nose and into his mouth and almost makes him vomit, which was difficult to watch. And then I just wonder, why do they bother pursuing him throughout the rest of the film? If they've got everything they need from his mind, they could locate the Star Harvester like that. They've got the language of the primes from his head, so the Fallen could just translate that, and they could find the matrix of leadership without having to wait for him to get it. This film makes no sense.
What's the tier list for Transformers? 1
Tier
to
list?
5.
What, for me personally or in general?
Well, I doubt there is one. Probably is one, but for you personally.
5 at the bottom, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 1, then Bumblebee at top. That could change very quickly.
Are you gonna watch the rest?
I'm going to certainly watch 3 and 4. I still refuse to watch 5.
I'd love to have like a film day with you and just kind of watch number 5 together.
Well, we could make it happen, but you'd have to pay me.
No, we could make this happen. Would you do it if I was to watch it with you?
Go on, man, yeah.
Alright, this is a date. This will happen. I don't know when, but it's on the books. What's the issue with the fifth? Like, what happened in this film?
Fundamentally insulting. It insulted me so hard.
As like a Transformers fan.
And just as a film in general. But like the plot of the fifth film was leaked months before it came out. It was a Rise of Skywalker situation where the entire thing was leaked, and I read it. And from what I read, I was instantly like, I hate this. Arthurian legend, this Staff of Merlin, what is this film?
Yeah.
And
God, that was bad.
So I started following the production, and it became clear to me, holy crap, this leak is legit. What?
I think you were at uni when this happened, right? Because I think I remember you talking about it. Because you were like, I hope this isn't how it's going to be. And then you saw the trailer. And it had everything that you... I remember that. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. And so like I went into the screening of it expecting not to like it, just because I'd read what happened and I was fundamentally against it all. And then it was just the most insulting piece of completely contradicted the law of the previous films, which, as somebody who deeply cares about continuity, that me off so much.
That's like the point of like a writing team. It's like he didn't have anyone around him to say, hey.
Here's the thing I couldn't comprehend. For the fifth one, they made a writer's room. It's like they hired this really infamous Hollywood writer to lead this writer's room where Hasbro made a Bible, a law Bible, which they followed to, create this focused, streamlined continuity. How could they it so hard?
And the thing is, it's like the most basic continuity error ever. You'd have to watch just half an hour of the first film to already ruin the continuity. Just be like, wait a minute, guys, I've only watched half an hour of this film, and look, it says that we weren't here before the first one. So what do we do, guys?
And plus the aspect ratio changes between every single shot.
That's egregious.
So much swearing in it. I was floored by how much swearing was in it. As like this is a Transformers film. It's for kids. They don't swear.
You haven't heard, in the original Star Wars film, Luke saying, hell, Leia, Vader's a bit of a c***, isn't he?